Well, let me first say that I would definitely partner. I'm not going to necessarily come in and take over the Board of Supervisors. It's a partnership. And I'm pleased to say that I think I could work with all of them in partnership. I've talked to all the current boards, the members that are there and the ones that are hopefully will be serving, and explained to them that I want to work in partnership. Tell me where you think that my leadership will best suit you. To tell you that I'm going to go in. I know that Supervisor Scott Haggerty and Keith Carson have gone out there. They're doing amazing things to work out there, and I want to partner with them. Will I be at the table and add new ideas? Yes. Will they always happen? I don't know. Will they always be embraced? I don't know. But I will be able to bring new experiences, new suggestions, and also have the energy and the talent and the experience to back them up and say, listen, I'll join you guys. Let's go out there. Let's do this. Where you need a leader, I'm there. And if you need somebody to step back and follow your lead, I'll do that. I don't always have to be the one in the front.
You know, as we tape this, you hear about the year of the incumbent and the notion of voting him out, not in, resonate all over the country.
That's right.
So have you thought about that as well as you strategize? How are you going to present your campaign? Is on occasion being a state senator working against you because of this notion that's permeating around the country?
No, because I'm not the current state senator. Right. When I was a state senator.
Well, in other words, that experience is actually not a plus.
Well, it depends on what I think people are looking at records. I think that what people are saying is those people we voted in haven't done anything for us. And people are doing their homework. I think the beauty of technology, beauty of the internet, is that people can go in and see it for themselves. It's not what the beautiful mailers are telling you, is that they could do their homework. They could be the educated voter, the thing that I've always wanted because I benefit from it. Go and see what I've done. See if you concur with my ideas. I think most voters in Alameda County would agree that Liz Figueroa did a tremendous job for them, served them well, and that education, that experience will suit them well once again.
Was there a moment, Senator, in your term in office where you felt as though you did something, it may not have gotten a lot of publicity, but driving home you thought, wow, that's why I took this job, whether it was to generate funds for a hospital or police protection or whatever? Is there a moment? Again, it may not have been the biggest deal, but just the one that you remember specifically.
Well, to tell you the truth, all our legislation got amazing publicity. We really did very well.
Is there one that comes to mind?
Well, probably the Mother and Newborn Protection Bill. I would say that one. It made the front pages a lot, and we got a lot of publicity. Even President Carter, President...
You'd like to be president again.
No, President Clinton
right.
Called us on that one on Mother's Day and said, we're duplicating this nationally. And it's the bill that allows mothers and newborns to stay in the hospital at least for 24 hours. And that was pretty amazing. It wasn't 24, excuse me, it's 48 hours. That was an amazing piece of legislation.
How about the notion of, we've talked about NUMMI leaving and now Tesla coming in. How about the notion of the Oakland A's possibly moving to Santa Clara County? Because the Board of Supervisors owns and operates the stadium, this would be directly, not necessarily all District 2, certainly it's not even in your district.
No, it isn't, not at all.
But it's part of the Board of Supervisors. It's not, it's a big part of the Board of Supervisors. What are your thoughts on where the A's are now and where do you think this is all going to end?
Well, from what I've read, because that isn't a discussion that I've been in at all. From what I've heard, that Santa Clara is no longer looking at something down the street like immediately. It'll be 5 to 6 years, if not longer. They don't have the funding that they thought they originally had. It's a business decision, and it's something that I'm not looking at it emotionally, just like some sport fans. But to me, it would be what is the best business decision, and look at it totally as the best. What is best for Alameda County and for all of the people and the voters and for the small businesses, surrounding businesses? How does it complement Alameda County in what it wants to provide for its residents and how it assists in revenue?
I guess the notion of maybe building a stadium at Jack London Square or coming to a new deal with the A's has been bandied about. Is that something that you think might be a good idea, should be a good idea, or it's a sports franchise, it's entertainment, and we've got bigger elements to deal with than entertainment?
I don't think it's just entertainment.
It's revenue too.
It's revenue. It's a business. It's a big business. It also entertains you, but it's a big business. And I personally, through my lens, I see it as a business. I could tell you that I have not studied that area to fully talk to you about it.
Okay. How about the notion of the campaign itself as we enter the final days now? Your opponent, who was invited to appear on this program, has outspent you by roughly 18, 17 to 1, depending on the math of the day. This is just rough math on my end. What about that, aside from the difference in money, is the most disturbing to you about all this?
Well, the disturbing point is that I've received an incredible amount of education on this campaign. Learning technology.
Is this the toughest campaign you've ever had?
Definitely, by far, the most toughest. Learned a lot. It's all benefited me, the education. What's unfortunate is that the voter hasn't had an opportunity to be engaged or educated on our various point of views, because this isn't the first time that she's been invited to participate and she doesn't participate. It's we're supposed to take her word for it based on the mailers, and come out, engage, talk to your voters, talk to the people that you're going to be governing. I think that is what people want, and that's what has been the most disappointing part of the campaign.
Well, how are you able, Senator, to compete with someone who's outspending you by so much?
Well, I think we compete by participating in forums like this, having these discussions. I think we compete by saying, please, everyone, look at my accomplishments. There are very few people that will meet my accomplishments. Very few. And I feel very proud. And I didn't do that by myself, Jim. I didn't do it by myself. I did it with the intelligence and the passion of so many residents, a wonderful staff. We worked together. We worked together to make some wonderful decisions on behalf of the entire state of California. I want to have that type of talent, once again, work with me in bettering Alameda County.
Senator, if you Google your name and Nadia Lockyer's name, two things come up. Her resume with regards to listing a job description as an Alameda County Assistant District Attorney, and then secondarily your residency, whether it's in Sunol or San Mateo County. Those are the two things, let's just say the typical voter or the typical Chabot College student who might be seeing this Googles that. What is the final read on both of those elements, both of those questions? Let's begin with her, with your opponent's resume. Has that been clarified now, or is that still an issue in your mind?
No, it's never been an issue in my mind.
Okay.
I never brought it up. It's not an issue. It's fine. Whatever she wants to say is her job description, she has every right to say. Right. For me, my residence has always been in Sunol, California, and continues to be.
And that's also done with?
As far as I'm concerned, it is. It always has been, It's interesting that you say that, because before this campaign, when you Googled Liz Figueroa, it actually would be the first thing that came up was my fight with Google. So I had a huge fight with Google regarding privacy issues, and that was the first thing that would come up all the time.
Despite the fact that